Television depends on charm, the illusion that every moment flows naturally, that every laugh is spontaneous, and every guest is thrilled to be there. But behind the polished shine of the Graham Norton show, there's a quieter truth. Not every guest plays along. Some resist, some freeze, and some disrupt the rhythm that Norton has mastered over the years. Across countless episodes, he has handled chaos with grace. Though a few encounters left a lasting impression, moments he later hinted at with careful humor or thoughtful silence. Mark Wahlberg's appearance quickly became a lesson in controlled chaos. Arriving in a restless, unpredictable mood, he interrupted conversations, leaned across other guests, and pushed Norton into rare moments of defensive hosting. His energy raced ahead of the show's usual pace, forcing Norton to subtly correct the flow again and again. Even so, Norton never lost control. He balanced the group dynamic, softened interruptions with humor, and kept the chaos entertaining instead of uncomfortable. Madonna brought a very different challenge. Her visit carried the weight of an icon, but also the cool distance of someone determined to stay guarded. Every response felt carefully measured. Norton tried to warm the energy, but her smooth, deliberate answers kept the room in a polite chill. Still, he managed to find small moments of levity, brief smiles, flashes of loosened tension that reminded everyone of the spontaneity she once embraced. Madonna didn't create conflict. She simply stayed in her own world, and Norton adapted to meet her there. Miriam Margolyes, on the other hand, brought pure unpredictability. Her wild storytelling veered into territory that left the sofa stunned, and Norton theatrically speechless. She arrived, cheerful and fearless, armed with stories that could derail any conversation. Within minutes, she launched into an outrageous anecdote that sent the room spinning. Norton tried gentle redirection, but she powered forward, delighted by the chaos. With exaggerated reactions and laughter, he turned the moment into comedy rather than disaster. Her honesty wasn't meant to disrupt, it simply couldn't be contained. Dominic West brought a quieter but sharper tension. When Norton touched on past cast dynamics, West shut the conversation down with a sudden edge that shifted the room's atmosphere. Courteous but reserved, he gave clipped responses that signaled clear boundaries. Norton recognized the moment immediately and steered the discussion away with practiced ease, slowing the pace and easing the tension without drawing more attention to it. The episode regained its balance, but the early chill lingered. Harvey Weinstein's appearance years before his public downfall already carried a sense of unease. His presence dominated the atmosphere, interrupting conversations, shifting focus toward himself, and creating an imbalance that dulled the show's usual warmth. Norton responded with steady professionalism, redirecting attention to other guests and using humor to soften the tension. Watching the episode now, the discomfort is unmistakable, a moment that became clearer only in hindsight. Robert De Niro presented a different challenge entirely. Polite but extremely reserved, he offered few openings, leaving Norton to guide the conversation from silence rather than spontaneity. His short, quiet responses forced Norton to shape the energy with patience and precision. Other guests offered gentle humor to help fill the gaps, but De Niro remained composed and minimal. Norton slowed his pacing, letting the stillness settle rather than fighting it, turning the delicate exchange into something surprisingly cinematic. Billie Eilish's early appearance was marked by visible nerves and short replies, the weight of sudden fame hanging over every moment. Norton immediately softened his tone and adjusted his pacing to create a safer space for her. Even with his care, the tension of young stardom showed in every pause. Gradually, she relaxed, smiling, leaning forward, and sharing soft jokes. Her vulnerability remained, but Norton treated it with a gentleness that allowed her to find her footing. These moments from Graham Norton's iconic red sofa show that conversation is never just conversation. It's chemistry, timing, vulnerability, and the invisible currents between people who may have met only minutes before. Some guests arrive open and animated, others guarded, unpredictable, or carrying storms unseen by the audience. Norton's brilliance lies in navigating all of it, turning tension into humor, discomfort into ease, and silence into something meaningful. These encounters reveal how fragile connection can be, even in a room built for laughter, and how much humanity lies beneath the polished surface of fame.